Match race in the doldrums. As was to be expected, One Planet, One Ocean and Pharmaton and Weir Water have had a major slowdown and are now sailing at an average of 4 to 7 knots. The former has decided to head northeast to deal with the doldrums, whereas the Garcia brothers have chosen a northwesterly route.
Now we are in the middle of the doldrums. We choose to cross them in the west side, thinking that they could be narrower here. At the exit of the doldrums, we want to see our option. It was the good one. Interior, we're working faster in upwind condition, also in downwind, but they have found the way to go very fast in downwind conditions, and we're going to see now in the trade wind with up conditions. I think we're going to have more speed than they. But we have to wait till we arrive there.
On another battlefield and pushed along by a downwind, the leader, Cheminée Pujolat, is sailing along the Moroccan coast and is getting ready to attack the Strait of Gibraltar, where it should reach tomorrow at midday around 12:30 UTC.
The boat has pretty fair wind blowing from the northwest, and the speed is around 13 knots. Still in the northwest of the boat you have the high pressure of Azores, the low pressure of the offshore, the Portuguese coast.
Behind them, Neutrogena is sailing northward at a speed of 10 knots with a northeasterly 15-knot wind.
They expect it to go a bit more northern direction, and then they'll be able to tack towards Gibraltar. Guys, same weather system, 15 knots of northeast wind. The heading of the boat is more northeast as well. And they will keep going as the same direction, waiting for the good moment to tack towards the Canaries Islands.
The winds are not favorable for Renault Captur. They are sailing upwind near Brazil at about 10 knots, a situation that could last 48 hours.
Spirit of Hungary here, the fastest over the last 24 hours, and they have pretty good conditions with the wind blowing from the northwest 25 knots, and the boat speed is around 13 to 14 knots.
After a delay caused by the threat of disruption from Cyclone Pam, the fleet finally left Auckland Harbour for leg 5 of the Volvo Ocean Race, bound for the Southern Ocean and beyond to Itajaí in Brazil. Light winds just outside Auckland's Viaduct Harbour meant the boats had a challenging start as they each sought the best course to gain some leg start advantage. Team Brunel, Dongfeng Race Team, Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing and Team SCA came off the start line stacked together, but once clear of the city, Dongfeng Race Team made the best of the patchy conditions and began to build a lead while the wind slowly faded away. Team SCA had to fight off Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing, leaving Ian Walker's team in their wake. However, the Emirati boat was the first to jibe as they spotted fresh westerly winds appearing over North Head. With the tactics paying off, they made a mammoth jump to second. As the breeze built once again, the fleet made their way around the last mark, still with Dongfeng Race Team in the lead. But with 6,700 miles of some of the toughest sailing on the planet still to go, there will be many more challenges ahead.
Welcome back to Singapore's National Sailing Centre, the heart of the nation's sailing programme, located on the east coast of the city, near one of Singapore's most treasured and beloved enclaves, Katong. The sailors have enjoyed the chance to taste the Joo Chiat neighbourhood, a melting pot of Singaporean cultures and a treasure trove rich in history and picture-perfect architecture. And perfection is the goal on this penultimate day of the Fish & Co Youth Sailing Championships. Today's results will shape the leaderboard top 10 as all classes advance to Olympic-style medal races. The medal race counts for double points, so it's all still to play for. 5 sailors are in podium contention in the Optimist fleet. Points are tight in the bite class, with places from 7 to 10 to be decided tomorrow. While in the laser radial, Bernie Chin will have it easy as he already has gold in the bag. Most podium spots are still open, so the 373 sailors in the 9 classes will have to put all of their focus on the short, intense medal race. In the Laser 4.7, Singapore's Lo Yi Kun controls the fleet, with the nation's Lo Jia Yi and Matthew Scott leading the fiercely contested 420 class. Singapore's Samuel Neo headlines the bike class, whilst in the 119-boat Optimist Gold Fleet, Singapore's Daniel Key leads, counting 6 bullets from 10 races. Optimum speed is essential for results consistency. Whatever the class, sailors must excel in all conditions. Physique plays a role in performance, but doesn't impact the results of the world's top sailors. In sailing, there are so many parameters to think about, not only your physique and physical preparation. For example, understanding the wind and tide, strategy and tactics. So many elements create a good result. Your weight and height are just a small part of the picture. Boat speed will set the pace of the medal race, but the real battle is to execute a race strategy and understand the race course. Boat positioning, anticipating the wind, defending your line and attacking opponents are all in the mix. Make a mistake and there is no comeback. But sailing is not all about winning. The character and values the sport fosters are at the very heart of our development as human beings, particularly for young athletes.
Speed and tactics are important in sailing, in racing. But what's more valuable to us are your character, values. Without them, if you win, you're not considered a champion in my eyes. If this is your basic foundation as a human being, you need to have good values.
And friendship is what all the sailors here share, and there is always time to enjoy each other's company and relax. Don't miss Saturday's exciting medal race finale.
Oh, I think it's a special boat. I think the guys, the designers especially, have done a great job, but the boat builders have built a really nice boat, you know. So the whole thing is nice and stiff, and it's more than what anybody's dreamed for, I think. And I know Ernesto's incredibly happy, and he's sold a lot of boats on the lake, a lot of cats, and so I think we've got everything we need.
That's about the boat. From the crew point of view, these first few days, how is it working?
We're just rolling through the crew, you know, different people are sailing it and the boat, and we're trying to get our first impressions, but mainly we're trying to make sure that the boat, we turn up the heat on the boat slowly so that if we do have a problem we can deal with it. And Murray Jones is the guy that's been heading up that, and he's doing a great job.
Can you tell us now, the next step will be Genoa for a few weeks. How is the team going to prepare to train for the next objective, which is the America's Cup in February?
Well, we go to Genoa and we sail the boat as many days as we can, and we'll have a bit more sea room in Genoa. We'll be in sea water, so it'll be a bit different. And you know, we've been suffered from a lack of wind here, but which actually has been good for us because it's a new boat. But in Genoa we want to be able to stretch its legs and you know, sail it for many hours in one direction, which will be what the Cup's about. You know, with the old courses we have to go 20 miles up and 20 miles back, so you know, we'll be starting to try and optimise the boat to see how we go.
On est parti vers les Canaries puis la Guadeloupe.
be Team SCA leading the pack. Great Dongfeng race team just behind them. They're starting to catch the breeze now. We're starting to see the boat speed. Disastrous beginning for this race for Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing. So a key moment for Sam Davies and Team SCA as they lead the fleet up to the top of the course. Team SCA still in the lead, but in the last, minute, Team Brunel has put forward a fantastic charge. Dongfeng race team ominously behind in 4th place. We're going to have a real compression here. All female team are leading, but for how much longer? Well, there's Team SCA round the last gate before the finish. Team Brunel are going to be just behind them. There they go across the line, claiming 1st place, their 2nd in-port win. That in 2nd place. That's a strong finish for them, a great result as well. Final spot on the podium for the Spanish team.
Very good job of the boys, they really put everything there, so that's very nice.
We're really happy to be the only boat to have won 2 in-port races now. For sure it doesn't count for the overall result, but it definitely counts for our pride. We want to show everybody that we're out here to race, and yeah, for sure, offshore sometimes we struggle for a little bit of boat speed.